Yo, what's good? I'm back here for another video. As promised, I am here to do my review for Wednesday, Season 2, Part 2. Now, I remember in my Part 1 video, I was saying that I had a couple issues with it, but overall, I was intrigued. And I will say Part 2 is better. Part 2 is significantly better than Part 1. And if they would have released it all at once, maybe I wouldn't have been as critical as I was. I still think season one's better. But I feel like the back end of season two really brought it back for me because this show was like losing me a bit. I'm not gonna hold you. That's just me keeping it, a stack. I wasn't really enjoying myself. I feel like the first episode was strong, and then episodes 2 to 4 was just like, it was hard for me to get engaged. And going into part 2, I was like, oh, here we go again. I did not really care for episode 5. I wasn't really locked in. But episodes 6, 7, and 8 really brought it back for me. And I think it was really good. Like, the last 3 episodes were really good. The rest of the season was like, meh. I feel like it just took a lot of build up, and them splitting it in half like kind of hurt the season a little bit. But I overall, I would say I'm locked back in, and I am currently enjoying where the story is going, and I'm excited for season 3. Who knows? We're probably gonna get that shit in like 2 years, so word. But I'm hype. So let's get into it. First of all, episode 6. I want to say episode 6 is the standout for me. Not only is it my favorite episode in part 2, but it's my favorite episode of season 2 in general. It has a little Freaky Friday vibe. Enid and Wednesday, they switch bodies. And honestly, it was amazing. Like, people might say it was cringe, seeing Enid and Wednesday's body be all like extra and bubbly and shit. But to be honest, I thought it was really refreshing, seeing Jenna Ortega, like the actress who plays Wednesday. I thought it was refreshing to see her have that much emotion and, expression on her face, because she usually plays the like moody, bratty teen, which is not a bad thing. She kills it, and she's great as Wednesday. But seeing her like have emotion and be all, Enid, because she was playing Enid, it was a breath of fresh air, and I actually really enjoyed it. Honestly, I have no complaints about episode 6. I think it was fire. It was gas, and it was my favorite episode. And Emma Myers, portraying Wednesday, she was fantastic. Like, the voice, the stare, everything was to the T. Their performances were so good, to the point where, like, there were some points where I thought, man, are they dubbing over this shit? Because Emma Myers, she really sounded like Jenna Ortega's Wednesday. So that just goes to show, they can pull it off. You feel me? They really got it. They really flexed on us with that one. And they both, Jenna Ortega, Emma Myers, they both killed that shit. They killed that shit. Also, by the way, I'm excited for A Good Girl's Guide to Murder season 2. I think that's gonna come out next year, I'm pretty sure. But looking forward to that. Ignore the background noise, please. I don't really want to pause the video. We'll see. Who knows? But yeah, I think just seeing that portrayal, Enid is Wednesday and Wednesday is Enid, it was fire. Like, the banter, the weirdness, it truly felt, it felt right. It felt right. They eventually switch back, and I think it prevents Enid from dying, because now the premonition has switched to one of the Addams family members dying. Also, Enid, she is now an alpha wolf, and they tend to be strong, but they also tend to be lone wolves, which scares Enid. So she has to be put in this cage at night so that she doesn't wolf out, because if she were to do it, there's a chance that she might never return back to her original human form. So that's another concern. Episode 7, I'm not. It was solid. I feel like the highlight moment for me, was the dance sequence between Enid and Agnes. Now Agnes, I really enjoyed her in this part. I didn't hate her in the last part, I don't think, but I enjoyed her in this part a lot more, and she was very useful. I feel like her, Wednesday, and Enid, they make a good trio. Agnes finally is done being a suck up to Wednesday. She's still her assistant, but she's done trying to be Wednesday. She got a little bit of motivation from Enid. Now they're like cool now, and she's now trying to be her own person, her own little weirdo. So they have a little dance sequence, and I thought it was fire. Like, that was the highlight of episode 7, was that dance sequence. In season 1, we have Wednesday's iconic dance. In season 2, we have Enid and Agnes doing their iconic dance, I guess, for this season, which was nice to see. We finally also get some closure on the new principal, that whole subplot with him and the siren girl. I'm glad that storyline was over, because I just did not care for that shit whatsoever. I was more invested with what was going on with like Tyler and his mom, who was the lady that Wednesday broke out of the facility, and also Slurp, who is Isaac, is Tyler's mom's brother, which I'm not gonna lie, they're for brother and sister, they're weirdly close. That was a little weird, siblings are dating type shit, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah. So now Tyler, those three, they're like the big bads now. They're planning something, and also Slurp, or Isaac, I'm just gonna call him Isaac. He keeps eating people and becoming more and more human until he eventually reaches his like normal state. Let's wait. I don't wanna. Excuse me. I'm trying to really fit everything into this, because my mind is like juggling a bunch of different topics. What do I want to talk about now? Because I want to get it all in this video. Let's see. See, now I'm blanking. What the hell? Episode 7. No, episode. Oh, we get a Lady Gaga cameo. It was fine. It was all right. That was the Freaky Friday thing for episode 6. Okay, let me talk about Enid real quick. What I will say is I like her a lot more in this part. I still don't like what she did to Ajax, and Bruno turns out to be a cheater. He has a little side piece back in the Philippines. Her name is Sophia, who we do see. So she breaks it off. Well, technically Wednesday and Enid's body breaks it off with Bruno after she finds out. But then Enid herself, when she gets her body back, breaks it off with him. And then her and Ajax have a little chat, and now they're friends. And it looks like Enid's not going to be in any relationships anytime soon. Definitely not, considering how the season ends, but we'll get to that. But at least I feel like everyone was like a little bit of a asshole in the beginning in part 1, and in part 2 they're starting to revert back to the characters that we all know and love. Speaking of which, Eugene, he comes to his senses. He feels bad for like brushing Pugsley off, so at the end of the season he tries to make amends with Pugsley, which is nice. Principal Weems, who passed away, is now Wednesday's new spirit guide. She was really entertaining. She was essentially just how she was, as if a literal spirit, you feel what I'm saying? And eventually Morticia finds her, discovers her through her powers and shit. So now Wednesday communicates with Weems, and also Morticia can see Weems as well, and that's it. They're the only two that can see her. There's a lot of banter thrown out there. There was a plan for Wednesday to take control of Tyler. It fails. And essentially the season, episode 8, the big finale, very good. I would say episode 8 is probably my second favorite episode of season 2. Everything comes together. It's revealed that Isaac, Thing, is actually Isaac's right hand, that Morticia cut off back in the day, because Isaac's whole thing is he's trying to take the hide out of his sister. He tried it in the past, and he used Gomez's electricity. He was essentially planning on killing Gomez to take the powers out of his sister, and it fails, obviously, resulting in his death. And now he's doing the same thing with Pugsley. He's using Pugsley to get it out of her, but the sister made him promise to do it to Tyler instead, to get the hide out of Tyler. So Thing is reattached to Isaac's hand or body, and then Isaac buries Wednesday. Then Agnes and Enid try to rescue her. They can't really dig her up, so Enid decides to wolf out, risking that, she never might turn back again to save her. She does, and then Enid runs off into the woods. Then Wednesday chases down Isaac and the rest of them. They have a little big scuffle. It ends with Thing regaining his consciousness, I guess, and beating the shit out of Isaac and then ripping out his heart. Tyler and his mom have a little fight as well. It results in Tyler's mom dying. And none of the Addams family dies. GG's. So the season ends off with Tyler going off with Capri, the music teacher, who is helping him now. And Wednesday going off with Uncle Fester to find Enid. And then she has a little vision of another woman, her aunt. I forgot the aunt's name, but it's revealed that the grandma and Lurch have been hiding her in some type of room. And we don't get to see her, but on the wall she writes, Wednesday must die. And Wednesday has a little vision of her at the end of the season. So I would say we're back. We are back. I was a little scared at first because part 1 was really like, ugh. And episode 5 was like, ugh, as well. But those last 3 really brought it back for me. It really did. Episode 6, fuego. Episode 7, the dance sequence, fuego. Episode 8, pretty much all of episode 8 as well was pretty fuego. And yeah, I'm excited for season 3. Let's just say we're back. Like I was a little off. I went off the rails a little bit, but now we're back. We're starting to fix, the characters and shit. Not make them assholes for no reason. So that's nice to see. And yeah, man, that's I think that's about it. I think I covered everything. There was a lot of topics, a lot of things within jam-packed in these 4 episodes. Even though I don't really remember. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Even though I don't really remember much from episode 5 because I wasn't super locked in. But those last 3 really brought the show back for me. So yeah. Overall, Wednesday season 2, I would say the last 3 episodes are good. That's what I would say. Word. Yeah, man, that's about it. I'm the Hero Light Legend, Tyree Figueroa, signing out. Peace.